Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and I'm so happy that you've chosen to join me on a Friday. I have a really fun technique for you today using two stamp sets that I haven't pulled out of my stash for ages, but I've been playing with this technique quite a bit and I wanted something really different, or something I haven't used for a while to share with you. So I have got the Watercolour Wings stamp set, which I absolutely love. These are both actually in the annual catalogue, but I love this stamp set, and I used it heaps and heaps and heaps when it first came out, but I haven't touched it for ages, and I thought it would be perfect for this. And the Beautiful You stamp set, basically because I wanted a fun sentiment that would fit in a circle, and I'm so going to use So Happy For You, but that's the only bit of that stamp set that I'm going to use today. Most of it will be these fabulous butterflies. So, faux watercolour. This is just so much fun. Love this. You guys know how I feel about ink and water. I do it a lot. So, I've also got a fun colour combination for you as well. I've got Island Indigo, So Saffron, shimmery white paper, which is a bit key, and I've also got Tempting Turquoise ink, which is another colour I don't use very often. Don't use So Saffron very often, and I don't use Tempting Turquoise, so I've completely gone totally outside of my comfort zone with this one. And I also haven't made the card already. It's designed in my head. I am hoping that it's going to work. If you see this, if you're watching this video right now, it means that it has worked, or I think it looks nice at the end of it. Otherwise, this video will be seen by nobody. Right, so shimmery white paper is fabulous for watercolour effects because it's a bit of a thicker weight and it's super smooth and it's got glitter in it. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Right. Let's get stamping. Let's have Tempting Turquoise. No, So Saffron I think first. Let's have So Saffron and our large butterfly stamp. Now, this is the most solid one in the set. This stamp set is brilliant because it's one of those multi-layer stamp sets. It's sort of 3 to 4 step stamping, and it's designed so you put the solid image down first, then you stamp this bit over the top and that bit over the top and create a lovely big butterfly. Or with the smaller one, you've got exactly the same, but you've got a middle as well. So that's 4 step, and the bigger one's 3. But we're actually just going to use the 2 most solid stamps for faux watercolour. So, solid butterfly, and I'm going to ink that up, get that nice and inky. This technique does work better when you've got nicely, seriously well inked ink pads. And I'm going to stamp that down. Now I'm immediately going to take my aqua painter, and it's dryish. It's not like, it's got plenty of water in it, but it's not, I've not squeezed any of the water out, but it is going to come out naturally. And we're just going to rub over with our aqua painter. Because Stampin' Up inks are water based, that is going to cause the ink to move. And for all this stamp set has got a kind of watercolour effect already, it enhances that watercolour effect. So we're going to move all of that ink nicely around, and I can see it moving. Just like that. So we're going to then do that again. So we're going to ink up our butterfly again, and I'm going to pop it down over here. We'll do exactly the same thing. You can see the difference now between the kind of the unwatercoloured one and the watercoloured one. And I just think this technique is so fab. So I have done this a bit recently. My card for the Inspire Create Challenge blog on Wednesday used some faux watercolour, and I also did faux watercolour on my husband's Valentine's Day card. Now I have got to admit that card has had 2 further cards from it this week. My Make It Monday card was also completely inspired by that card, and we made an eclipse card, which was my second ever eclipse card for Make It Monday. And then this one, which obviously uses the faux watercolour technique. I will link my husband's Valentine's card over on my blog. So if you click over to my blog, the link will be in the down bar below. You will find a link the blog post link below will be this card, and then from that blog post you'll be able to see my husband's Valentine's Day card. I can't get my words out today. I think I need more coffee. So I've now got the little butterfly, and I'm going to ink that up with the Tempting Turquoise ink, and I'm going to stamp that down. And I'm just going to clean off my aqua painter because it's going to have a little bit of So Saffron on it. And we're then going to rub over with our aqua painter again. Just moving that ink around a little bit. And I have just kind of deleted one of the wings, but that's absolutely fine. And we're going to keep going with this. Basically just repeat stamping across this piece of shimmery white paper. And you don't have to keep the ink inside the lines of the butterfly. You could go out for a kind of messier look. I'm going to do that a little bit here, I think. And one more up there. I'm going to pull that out a little bit as well so that it doesn't look too weird. Right, like I said, it works better when you've got kind of well inked ink pads. One more final butterfly, just a little bit of wing just down there. Sorry, that is my phone going off. Normally have my phone on silent when I'm filming. I've obviously forgotten today. Right, so there we have faux watercolour butterflies. I think that's so pretty. While that's drying, I am going to grab a piece of Whisper White and a piece of Island Indigo. I'm going to grab that sentiment that says "So happy for you," and I've got Island Indigo ink, so I'm going to stamp that on that piece of Whisper White. And then I have two punches, and I might need a third one because I have forgotten which ones I need. So I've got this, and I can't remember what this punch is called, but it will be linked on my blog. It's not the classic label, and it's not the everyday label, it's the other one. I can't remember what it's called. But it coordinates really nicely with some of the circle punches. So I am going to... I think that's the right one. Hold on a second. Let me just test it. So we're going to punch out a bit. Yes, that's the one, right. You can see what I'm going to do now, can't you? So we'll just line up that sentiment in the punch. And oh, don't you love the sound of a punch? They're fabulous. Right. That's going to sit inside there like that. I'm going to pop that up onto a dimensional. So I've got a dimensional in the middle of the circle to pop it up onto our label. And then we'll turn that over and I'll pop two dimensionals on the back of there. Like that. And then we just need to adhere our card together. So I've got a Island Indigo card base and a mat of So Saffron. If you want the measurements for... I kind of use standard measurements for my cards, and they're all cut in metric because I use A4 cardstock. But I will pop those measurements over on my blog. I keep meaning to put a kind of measurements page on so that I don't have to keep writing them out all the time. So I might do that this week. And then we're just going to pop that sentiment piece on. Like that. And that is Faux Watercolour. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. I am always so thrilled that you choose to join me. As always, anything you've seen in my video can be purchased in my online store. Link is in the down bar below. There is a link, there is a list of all the products I've used over on my blog. A link to that is in the down bar below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.